Welcome to another chapter of Nick the Geek, and this week we're gonna talk a little bit about the law of sines. So, well, stay tuned and here we go. We have learned in the past that every time we have to deal with right triangles, we use the Pythagorean theorem, right? Well, what happens if the triangle is not right? What if it doesn't have a right angle? What if it's oblique? Well, that's what we're gonna deal with today. So right now we're gonna concentrate, we're gonna focus on these three angles, A, B, and C. They form a triangle. It's an oblique triangle. And in this case, the angle C is not right. That's what we say, that C is obtuse. C is not right, C is obtuse, because the angle is greater than 90 degrees. And the triangle is oblique. What happens in these cases and how do we deal with this? Okay? In these cases we use the law of sines. And right now we're going to take a look at the formula. So the relationship is A, the side A, divided into the sine of the angle. B, the side B, divided into the sine of the angle B. And C, the side C, divided into the sine of the angle C. As you can see, the letters, the capital letters, are angles, and the lowercase letters are lengths. And the angle and the length are opposite one from each other. That's how you can identify them. So basically, this law is telling us that the ratio or the division of the length of a side of a triangle to the sine of the angle opposite that side is the same for all sides and angles in a given triangle. And it may sound a little bit weird or funny, but this is a really easy way to deal with triangles that are not right. So in this case, if you want to use the law of sines, all you need to know is either two angles and one side of the triangle, or two sides of the triangle and an angle. So we're going to take a look at a couple of examples and we go from there. So for example, if we have a triangle which first angle is 30 degrees, the second angle is 20 degrees, and then we have the length, this length, and we know it's 40 inches, and we need to calculate the other angle and the other sides of the triangle. How do we know? How do we deal with that? Okay, let's see. So the first thing we do is we know that the sum of all the inner angles of the triangle, of any triangle, is going to be 180 degrees. So if we subtract 180 degrees from 30 and 20 degrees, that are the sides or the values of the angles that are here, then we have 130 degrees, and that would be our C angle here. On the other hand, we use the law of sines to calculate the side B. So we know A, which is 40 inches. We're going to divide it into the sine of A, which is the sine of 30, and that's gonna be equal to b divided into the sine of b. As a result, we're gonna get 27.36 inches. And in order to calculate the side C, we use the same law of sines. So A divided into the sine of A is going to be equal to C divided into the sine of C. And yeah, we just do the math. 40 divided into the sine of 30 is going to be equal to the side C divided into the sine of 130 degrees. So that's how we know that C is going to be 61.28 inches. Well guys, thank you for joining us this week in this week's chapter. Remember that we talked about the law of sines, and if you have any questions, just feel free to comment, and if you like the channels, just subscribe. And well, thank you for coming. Take care and see you next week. Bye.